Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Tonight, as you can see, I have my microphone right here in front of me. I'm doing a little bit of studio renovation right now, and my normal boom mic has been taken down so that I can move around freely in my studio. This is a tight space. You may not be able to tell from this video, or any of my videos, but that's how it is. So I am kind of revamping things in here and cleaning things up so it looks nice and usable so I can do some wonderful work in this wonderful studio. Tonight I am talking about procrastinating and kind of getting over that hump. Here's my tip. Stop procrastinating and just play. And I'm talking about picking up your horn for 2 minutes. Just if you can do something to just get yourself over that hump, just even if it's just a millimeter beyond the crest of that hump, you'll find that the journey beyond that is much easier. It's like if you don't want to get out of bed in the morning, just taking that leap and getting out of bed, doing that, just take that first step. Like if you have to drink water before you go to bed so that you have a reason to get out of bed. I don't know, TMI maybe? Okay, let me know in the comments. Anywho, just play. Just pick up your horn, sit down at the piano, whatever you need to do, just create a little bit. And it doesn't matter what that looks like. It doesn't matter if you're a writer. It doesn't matter if you're what instrument you play. It doesn't matter if you're a producer or a mixer. All of that stuff. Just sit down and do a little bit. And I suspect that after a short while, you might actually start enjoying yourself. How about that? You might start enjoying yourself and gaining a little bit of momentum, and maybe, just maybe, you won't want to stop. That's always the goal. But if you go into it with the mindset of, if I don't want to do this after 5 minutes or 10 minutes, then I will stop. And if you go into it with that mindset, chances are you're not going to want to stop unless you have a time crunch. But just pick up your instrument. Just play for a little bit. Stop putting it off because it's not perfect, because you don't have a 4-hour chunk to really dive into practicing. The skills developed are not developed in the 4-hour practice sessions. They're developed, it's not, your skills are not developed in those longer practice sessions. It's developed over the course of time with consistency. Even if you're practicing for 5 to 10 minutes a day. If you practiced 5 to 10 minutes a day for 30 years, you'd probably be farther than somebody who practiced for an hour once a week. So, for the same 30 years. I don't know. That's just a guess. Why don't you practice for 5 minutes a day for 30 years and get back to me? Anyway, this is kind of a short video. I have some cleanup to do in my studio, and it's coming together. And let me know if you want to see what I have going on here. I actually do a bit of mixing and producing and recording here in my studio. I have a home studio, but I have some wonderful microphones and preamps and recording gear. I have a drum kit that you can't see back here. I have keyboards back here. I have 2 Roland keyboards, and I have an acoustic guitar, an electric guitar, a bass, and racks of studio gear. It's pretty sweet in here, I'm not gonna lie. So if you ever need any saxophones or woodwinds on anything, or if you need a producer, you name it, and I would love to help you out on your project. Whatever needs you may have, let me know what style you're doing. Let me know. During this pandemic, I've taken the opportunity to learn about recording, producing, and mixing, and I feel confident in my skills to put out some good stuff. And if you would like to hear a little bit of my stuff, I just released my first single. It's called Rejoice. It's out on all the major streaming services, like iTunes, Amazon Music, Spotify, Tidal, iHeartRadio. I could go on. But just search for Brandon Wilkins, and you can see the spelling of my name in my YouTube account name. And then search for Rejoice. And if you enjoy that song, that's I did a little bit of singing on that. My girlfriend sang on it too, but I played all the instruments on it, and I mixed it, produced it, did all that fun stuff. I'm working on a few other singles right now, and stay tuned for those. So if you get any value out of my videos or my content in general, or if you just feel like it, please click like and subscribe. It would help out a lot. At least getting these videos more seen, because I'd like to share my ideas with more people. I feel like there's a little bit of an opening for me in the YouTube scene, because I like talking about more of the mental and emotional aspects, the inside aspect of being a musician, something that I don't hear a lot of people talking about. Everybody talks about theory and practicing techniques, and I do talk about a little bit of that stuff because it is fun, but I like talking about the things that emotionally might get in your way of being your very best self, because I believe that when you are your best self, you can play your best. Or when you learn how to better yourself every day. You already are your best self, but it's about bettering your best self. So with that, I'm going to leave you with a mountain of things to think about, but don't forget to just pick up your instrument or do your craft just a little bit. Even if you're having a hard time, just do it a little bit. Now, I'm not saying that it's wrong to take a day off. Sometimes that's important. Sometimes you need to take a vacation or do anything. But I guarantee you'll probably know that you're in a little bit of a rut. So I suggest finding your way out of that by just doing your craft for a few minutes, just breaking that seal, cracking that door open. And maybe the pressure behind that door might push it open a little bit. Anyway, this has been a long 8-ish minutes. So with that being said, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks for tuning in, and happy practicing, even if it is for 5 minutes.